Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2007 Ford F250 four-door extra cab. Ford calls it a super cab. It's an XL, which means it's got crank windows and vinyl floor. It was obviously somebody's work truck. It's in really good condition for a work truck. It's got a lot of miles, 197,000 miles, but it's going to be very affordable, aka cheap. Purchased directly from dealer here in Tucson. It was a dealer trade-in. They can't sell anything with over 100,000 miles, so clearly they can't sell this on their used car lot. They can't get financing for their people. I believe this was a Jim Click Ford trade-in, and the price is going to make it very affordable for somebody who wants a diesel four-wheel drive truck that needs to go to work or tow boats or whatever, and doesn't want to worry about dinging it up. This will be affordable enough to make that not a concern. The only thing we had to do with it, it had a check engine light for an EGR valve. Okay, so we installed the EGR valve, which is about 2 minutes of work, and that's about it. Tires all the way around are probably 30 or 40% tread. I'm going to walk around and show you what I saw for a work truck. It's just got real minor stuff. It's got a little dent over the passenger rear wheel. And that's about, yeah, I guess there's a little bit. There's one right here too. I doubt anyone who's buying this truck is looking for cosmetics, but if you are, I'm still going to provide that information. In video, we'll have, these shadows aren't very helpful, are they? What I was thinking parking here. We have a lot of trucks right now, so finding room is tough. And a little scrape that goes from here to here that's been kind of touched up. The rear tires actually look higher tread than the front. They look like they're about 60 or 70%. The front looks like 30 or 40%. Kind of silly picking this thing apart cosmetically, but again, we make our living off of making sure that these are accurately advertised. It's got a nice spare, got a tow package here. We didn't even take this to detail. We just took it straight to the car wash and did the EGR, and that's it. So, I mean, this thing's a pretty clean rig. To be looking like this after a car wash, it's a pretty good indication that whoever had it before took good care of it. Aside from that EGR valve that needed to be replaced. I'm going to fire this thing up. We're going to be looking for the Ford stamps on the fenders and on the core support, which will tell you 197,940. That'll tell you that everything's original up front, nothing's been replaced from crash damage. It's pretty important to see that stuff there. There it is. There's your Ford stamp on the passenger core support or passenger fender. Right between my fingers, it's hard to see, but there's the Ford stamp there. Here's the stickers where they belong. There's the Ford stamp on the driver core support. There's the Ford stamp on the driver fender. And yeah, here's the new EGR that we installed. EGR valve. Vinyl seats. We're keeping the price down on this thing, so we're not fixing this. You can just buy a seat cover for 75 bucks and deal with that. We'll walk around the other side. somebody's going to really want this thing for their landscape company or construction company. I would imagine you're not going to be able to buy a diesel much cheaper than this. Hard to break anything, there's not much to break, huh? You do have a manual, and we'll tow stuff here. There's a wheel lock key. Does have some Nerf bars down there. There's an ad. Nerf bars, bed liner, wheels, tow package. All add-ons. Alright. Let's hop in here. Well, the glare here is not good. Let me get the sun out of our face here. That would be wanting a seatbelt, huh? Yes, it does. Park. Let's see if we can find the seatbelt here. Alright. There we go. That's a seatbelt. Alright. Let's see. There's your cluster. There's tow on and off. It does have a radio.
This week only.
That's just a AM FM radio. No cassette, no CD. Obviously no cassette. That would be really weird. Let me pull it forward here a little bit. There we go. Alright. Let's see. So I guess all I have to demonstrate here really is the four-wheel drive. So we're in neutral right now. So I'm going to go to 4 low, put it in drive. Actually, put it in reverse so I don't go out in the street and hit somebody here. That's reverse. That's drive. Definitely 4 low. Put it in neutral. Let's go up to, now we're in 4 high. Put it in drive. Put it in reverse. I don't really want to hit that car, so we go back first, and then we'll put it in drive. There we go. Alright. So 4 high works fine. Put it back in neutral. Floor shifter is very, very smooth. Wish they were all floor shifters. I spent a fortune on actuators in my life for the push buttons. Anyway, there is no cruise, there is no tilt. This is just a truck. This should be an excellent vehicle for a work truck. I would highly recommend this one. It does have a spare. I did see the tools for the spare under the seat. That's that. All right, let's talk about how this works. If you come to Tucson to drive this thing home, you're going to pay tax and dock fees. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. Here's your turbo. This thing runs like brand new. This thing runs great. You're going to pay taxes, 3% or 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is, plus a $250 dock fee. So if you come to Tucson and your state tax rate is 3%, you're going to end up paying a total of 5% tax, plus a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, no tax, no dock fee. Just have it shipped out of here, and you will deal with the tax man, plates, whatever fees happen in your state, all by yourself. Okay? We have a recommended shipper. He brings all of our vehicles from all over the country to us. His name is Fred at Beacon Shipping Logistics. His number's in the middle of our ad. If you need a quote before you make an offer or after you buy it, you need to get it here. He's right in the middle price range. I'm going to tell you right now, do not ever, 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 no matter who you contact, take the cheapest bid you find. That is a guaranteed way to lose your deposit and never see your truck. Well, you may see your truck, but it may not be this year. It's unbelievable. people, I tell people not to do that. Please don't do that. Okay. We have a person in Michigan right now who did that. $900 to Michigan from Tucson is impossible. But they did it, and now the truck's sitting here for 45 days. And now it's dawning onto them that they need to call Fred. Fred was $1,100. Okay, and that was cheap. I knew that was cheap, and that's what happens. So, cheap is not good. Expensive is not good. Right in the middle is where you want to be, and that's Fred. This thing runs perfect. Okay. Anyway, so that's the shipping speech. Deposit. Please get your deposit. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, we do not have a deal. Once we get your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at our website at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours and it's no longer for sale. Okay? Lastly, this is the part of the speech this is the part of the video where I give the speech that I give on every single truck now, every single vehicle, truck, car, whatever. It's not just singling this truck out. I'm not trying to CYA over this truck, okay? To verify that, please go to the very ends of any of these videos on any of these vehicles, and you'll know that this is what I do. This is not a new truck. It's way out of warranty by miles, especially miles, and year, okay? Ford would love to give these things a 1,000,000-mile warranty and 27 years, and then they would be able to sell it for $130,000. It would be a nuclear truck, right? Anyway, the bottom line is, if they could give it a longer warranty, they would. Well, they can't, because they don't know what's going to happen after a certain number of years or a certain number of miles. If they don't know, how the heck do we? You could get it in a week from now. You could have a check engine light. You could have an EGR oil cooler go out. Who knows? This is a used vehicle. If you don't want risk, buy a new one. A new version of this, strippy we call them, with vinyl floor and seats and extra cab and the whole bit. This truck, brand new, is probably 30, high 20s, 30, somewhere around there. So when you're doing this, and if you really are risk averse, you need to buy new. That way you get the bottled water and the glad handing and the loaner car, probably, that type of thing. But if you're smart and you realize that you just made a smoking deal, you will put some money aside in your mind for any kind of repairs that may be coming. The worst case scenario in this truck is an EGR and oil cooler. Those parts are about $600, and labor is about 5 to 7 hours. A reputable shop, if you ever need to do that, would be about $1,500. That is the worst case scenario. I have heard of shops that do them for $3,000, and I've had people scream at me that their friend did it for $3,000. That is not a friend. Okay, that is an enemy. Anyhow, that is all. I just want to make sure that people know this stuff and keep things in reality. Okay, 197,000 mile 07. That's what that is. Okay, thank you very much for your time.